spent my New Year's Day watching the Winter Classic with the Caps beating the Blackhawks. That is just probably the perfect way to spend New Year's Day, and not to mention the perfect way to begin the new year. That game was just perfect. It didn't matter that, you know, yeah, winning and beating the Blackhawks was great, but it's just the other stuff that just went into it, like Carl Alsner with his viral of his sunglasses. I mean, you've seen that picture by now, because if you haven't, where have you been? Living under a rock for the past week or so? And then, of course, everyone's still talking about Troy Brouwer, Mr. Power Rangers himself, winning it for the Caps in the last 12 seconds of the third period, because it's like, we strike first, they strike second, and then for the entire second period, it was just, we were just stuck at 2-2 each. But then at the end, here comes Troy Brouwer with that snipe that nobody saw coming, and he wins it for us. And that was just the perfect way, because I thought, oh no, we're tied, we're gonna go into a shootout, no, we're gonna go into overtime, we're gonna go shootout, and we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the Blackhawks. We're gonna lose basically on our own turf. But nope, didn't happen. So glad it didn't happen, and I just loved it. I love hockey. If you haven't tell, if you couldn't tell that already. Winter Classic, great game, and I have to say, so far for the 2014-2015 season of hockey, the Capitals are on fire. I mean, the last couple games, they just dominated everything, especially last night where they beat the Maple Leafs. Well, they're the Maple Leafs after all, but the Maple Leafs, they won 6-2. That's just that. You guys are on fire, so hopefully they keep it up, because I don't want to say anything right now, but I think this could be our year that we get a Stanley Cup, because we're so long overdue of getting it. So this could be our year. So yeah, Caps are on fire. That's all I can say. They are on fire, and I hope they keep it up. From the Winter Classic, we move right into winter, and so far, I gotta say, today being the 8th of January, this week has been very bitter, because at night, the temperatures fall to almost in the single digits, and in the daytime, we're only basically like in the mid-20s, so winter is here, and it looks like it's gonna be another bad one. We could possibly see the return of the polar vortex, because this past Tuesday, we had the first snowfall of the year. We got about 2 inches, which isn't too bad, but it just looks like winter is here, and the polar vortex could, you know, come back as well, because we have the same type of temperature that we had last year, so it doesn't look like it's gonna be a very, you know, mild winter like we've had a couple years. So it's like, this could be it. This could like how winters could look from now on. Either that, or this is just a telltale sign that we're long overdue for a blizzard, and this year we're gonna get it. And lastly, as I said at the beginning of this video, we're in 2015, so of course we have our flying cars, our self-tying shoes, our hoverboards, robotic maids, and all the other great, wonderful gadgets that, you know, that we totally have right now, right? We totally have those things. Well, the long and the short of it is that, no, we don't have those things yet. And I don't understand why. I mean, yes, I know cartoons and movies aren't real, but, you know, they kind of give you an idea of what you could have, because, I mean, 2015 is a lot different than, say, 1962 when the Jetsons were on, and 89 when you had Back to the Future Part 2, which is, you know, the future. But seriously, by now, we should have our flying cars, robotic maids, self-tying shoes, and hoverboard. But at least we kind of have 2 of those things, because Tony Hawk demonstrated last year that hoverboard sort of work. They just still need a lot of more power or magnetic stuff. I don't know. If you click here and down below, I'll have information about that. And Nike just said a few days ago that they are, hopefully, before the end of this year, we will at least maybe have self-tying shoes. So at least we'll have those 2 things, but still, we have no flying cars. I mean, how hard is it to make a flying car, really? I mean, you've got all these car companies, and you've got all these engineers, you've got all these scientists. I mean, how hard is it to make a car fly? If a plane can fly, a car can fly. So, what I am hoping before the end end of this year, December 31st, is that either we have self-tying shoes, hoverboards, and at least maybe a concept of what a flying car would look like. Because how long do we gotta wait for this type of stuff? How long do we gotta wait for Jetsons technology? 2020 something? Because I mean, come on, scientists, get your shit together! Alright guys, so that's basically what I've been up to lately. Still all hyped up over the Winter Classic, dealing with the bitter cold, and dealing with how we don't have flying cars and hoverboards yet. But, you know, fingers crossed that we get those before the end of the year because, well, they said they're coming, so, you know, just gotta wait. Alright guys, that's all I've got for this video, and I'll see you next week with another one. So, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you. Alright, take care. Bye.